one of the things that always sticks out with me, I always tell this story. We were doing the event, and we had a kid come up, and he actually wore a Buffalo Soldier uniform. So his grandma he saw us somewhere before, and they found out we were doing the event, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we gotta come. We're showing up," and he wanted to wear his Buffalo Soldier uniform and come and hang out and meet the Buffalo Soldiers, and it was awesome. Unfortunately, we weren't in uniform that day because we don't wear our uniforms to Equine Days in the park. But he came, he hung out. He was an honorary Buffalo Soldier that day, and now he is an actual Buffalo Soldier cadet in our program. Him and his sister, and they come and help out at events just regularly now. His mother is actually trying to get us to go and do their school, which hopefully we lock that in soon.
And birthday party.
So yeah, that was something that really stuck out to me. So whenever you introduce new things to people, you get that new, what's the word for it? New drive to want to figure this out, to want to do it, to want to be more involved in it. So just the newness of it catches a kid's attention. And then once that attention is caught, the horse is going to keep you busy. Horse is going to keep you working. It's going to keep you riding. It's going to keep you focused because you have to pay attention to it.
We make sure we add the cool flair to it. A lot of it is about appeal. And if you feel like you look goofy, or you feel like you're not going to be able to get the girls or the boys, or you feel like you're not attractive at all while you're doing it, then it adds a less than desire to want to engage. Us as being inner city kids from the, youth from the community also, we're able to engage on the same levels that they recognize as far as communication and verbiage and slang. Before he grew his hair out, he had waves. So he would pull his hat off and say, "Man, wave check, do-rag, take your hat off. Come on, let's see it." And the kids see us like we're old men, kind of, you know what I mean? But when we start talking using their slang verbiage and are able to correlate different things with them, you know what I mean? Like now all the kids say pause, So different stuff like that, that's what makes the youth actually attentive to when you're talking. Because if you're talking and you're using a whole bunch of angles of communication that they're not used to, it's like a school lesson. They're just like, man.
They might look at him like an old man. They don't look at me like an old man. I'm not an old man.
They look at him like an old man too.
I think they look at us as young, hip, cool dudes, that are able to kind of bring it to them, like he was saying, kind of more so on their level. When we go and do presentations and history, or they come out to the Equine Days at the park, it's not the same old lecture. It's not a lecture. This is interactive. Exactly. We're having fun. All right. You get to come and touch the horse. You don't have to just sit back and look at it. You get to come and see the display, touch the display stuff. We're telling you about the different colleges that are out there for equines. We're telling you about these different equine-based jobs that are out there and how much money you can make in them. Because a lot of kids don't understand that there is opportunity in the equine field.
What drives and fuels me to keep it going, a lot of it is legacy. A lot of it is legacy and being able to share the history that's involved in it, because my own personal story has a heavy level of history that's within it. So I think that's a lot of what drives. And as a goal outside of it, I think would just be, again, on just to be able to leave a legacy of respect and pride that was established through what we have done and what we have built within the community through this organization. Because again, we've been doing this for 20 plus years. And now as we're getting to a point of turning the corner as a nonprofit and find ways of finding funding sources so that we can grow it to the scale that we're looking at growing it to now. The knowledge is a significant pleasure for mine to learn and be able to learn and figure out how to open these doors and how to get to places like Seattle Foundation and, do things like interviews like this with you. So that's a lot of what builds my passion and drive and levels of success with things like this. We've done this for a long time without any real support financially, and being able to have that support for the capacity building and sustainability is, it takes it to where the level of professionalism and structure that we're able to put behind it, we weren't able to be able until we were able to learn the processes of finding, support to be able to do what we do. We weren't able to put together casual city attire like what we have on now to come and help the growth and the visual aid from the community to be able to see the value that's in it. So I think the support from organizations, like Seattle Foundation, definitely helps to be able to create and give that sustainability and capacity building on a level that we would like to see it continue to grow in. Thank you to Seattle Foundation for your support. We're very appreciative, and it's very helpful to see organizations to entrust us with what we're doing, because we just want to help and grow the community. And this assistance from the Seattle Foundation is helping significantly for us to overcome some of our barriers that we're having to conquer, for sustainability and capacity growth. So thank you, Seattle Foundation, and thank you, Kendall. Much appreciated.